There's a version of you stronger, clearer, more confident, waiting to be lived. But between you and that version is one thing holding you back: self-doubt. Not lack of talent, not lack of opportunity, not lack of intelligence, self-doubt. And the most dangerous part, most people don't even realize they're sabotaging themselves. Today, we're going to shine a light on it. Today, we're going to expose it. Today, we're going to take back your power. Because your greatness isn't missing. It's just buried under layers of fear, hesitation, overthinking, and stories you never questioned. The silent saboteur. Self-doubt rarely screams. It whispers. It sounds like, what if I fail? What if I'm not good enough? What if people judge me? What if I try and it doesn't work? What if someone else is better than me? And those tiny whispers create massive consequences. You delay action. You hold back your ideas. You water down your goals. You hide your talents. You compare yourself to everyone else. You live safely in the shadows instead of stepping into your potential. Not because you're unworthy, but because you were trained to doubt yourself. Trained by painful experiences. Trained by criticism. Trained by being ignored, overlooked, or underestimated. Trained by environments that made you question your value. But here's the truth. Self-doubt is a learned behavior, not your identity. And anything learned can be unlearned. Where self-doubt actually comes from. Most people think self-doubt appears out of nowhere, but it comes from specific patterns you've been repeating for years. Let's break them down. 1, the habit of comparison. You compare your behind the scenes to everyone else's highlight reel and then wonder why you feel inadequate. But comparison steals your focus, your confidence, and your uniqueness. Your journey will never look like theirs, and it's not supposed to. 2, old voices in your head. A teacher who embarrassed you, a parent who criticized everything, a friend who doubted your dreams, a stranger's comment you took too personally. These voices linger long after the moment has passed. Eventually, you begin repeating them to yourself. 3, fear of failure. You're not afraid of failing. You're afraid of what failure means about you. You fear being judged. You fear being misunderstood. You fear confirming the negative things you already believe about yourself. But failure isn't an identity. It's a process, a teacher, a path to mastery. 4, perfectionism. You think you need to be perfect before you start. But perfectionism is just self-doubt dressed up as a high standard. Perfection equals procrastination. Progress equals transformation. 5, overthinking. You analyze every possibility and take no action. You play out imaginary scenarios that never happen. You try to control the outcome instead of committing to the journey. Overthinking doesn't protect you. It paralyzes you. The hardest truth. Self-doubt grows when you break promises to yourself. Every time you say you'll do something and don't, every time you avoid the thing you know you need to face, every time you settle for less when you know you deserve more, your mind starts believing that you can't trust your own word. That's when confidence fades. That's when fear grows. That's when sabotage begins. So the real question is, are you living your life or are you living your fears? The moment everything changes. Self-doubt loses power the moment you start questioning it. Not yourself, it. Instead of asking, can I really do this? Ask, why do I believe I can't? Instead of asking, what if I fail? Ask, what if this works? Instead of thinking, I'm not good enough, say, I'm still becoming who I'm meant to be. Your greatness isn't found in being flawless. It's found in being willing to try, willing to grow, willing to step into the unknown, willing to rise again and again. Confidence isn't a personality trait. It's a skill. And like any skill, it gets stronger every time you practice it. The new mindset you must build. To eliminate self-doubt, you must build a new internal identity. One that sees possibility instead of limitation. Tell yourself, I am capable. I am learning. I am evolving. I am allowed to take up space. I am worthy of growth. I am not defined by fear. I am becoming stronger every day. Say it until your mind believes it. Act on it until your life reflects it. This is your turning point. This is your awakening. This is the moment you stop standing in your own way. You're not here to shrink. you're here to rise. Eliminating self-doubt at the root. Part 1, rewriting the internal narrative. Self-doubt doesn't start from facts. It starts from stories, private stories you tell yourself about who you are, what you're capable of, and what you deserve. Most people never question these stories. They accept them as truth. And because they accept them as truth, they live their entire life beneath their potential. But greatness requires a different level of honesty. It demands you stop and ask, who told me this? Why do I believe it? Where did this narrative come from? Because once you uncover the origin of a belief, you take away its power to control you. Self-doubt often sounds like your voice, but it rarely begins with you. It comes from a teacher who dismissed you, a parent who compared you, a friend who mocked you, a failure you didn't know how to process, a moment that embarrassed you, an environment that didn't support you. And by repeating those moments to yourself over and over, you unknowingly built a personal identity around them. Today, that ends. Because you cannot eliminate self-doubt until you rewrite the story that created it. Part 2, the power of identity shifting. If you've ever wondered why motivation fades, why you start strong and fall off, why you make progress and suddenly sabotage yourself, the answer is simple. You cannot outperform the identity you believe you have. You can try, you can force it, you can push it, but eventually your identity drags you back into the version of you that feels familiar. This is why people say things like, I'm not good enough, I'm not consistent, I'm not smart enough, I'm not disciplined, I always mess things up. These statements aren't personality traits. They're identities you've adopted and you can choose to replace them. Say this to yourself, I am not who I used to be. I am not who they said I was. I am not defined by my past moments. I am who I decide to become. Identity is a choice, and self-doubt fades when you choose a new one. Part 3, building evidence to destroy doubt. Self-doubt survives on one thing, lack of evidence. When you don't have proof that you can succeed, your mind assumes you can't. So instead of waiting for confidence, waiting for the perfect moment, waiting to feel ready. Start building evidence. Evidence is created through action, even a small action, because once you give your mind proof, your mind stops resisting you. Start with micro wins. 1 page written, 1 exercise completed, 1 step toward your goal, 1 skill practiced, 1 uncomfortable thing done anyway. Every small victory tells your brain, I can do this. I am doing this. This is who I am now. You don't eliminate self-doubt by thinking differently. You eliminate it by behaving in a way that contradicts doubt. Part 4, breaking the self-sabotage cycle. Self-sabotage is not random. It follows a predictable pattern. You get inspired, you start moving. Things become uncomfortable. Your brain panics, you stop. You call it lack of motivation. But it was never lack of motivation. It was a lack of emotional management. Your brain wants safety, not success. Growth feels risky. And because of that, your brain often confuses progress with danger. So when self-sabotage shows up, don't respond with guilt or frustration. Respond with awareness. Say to yourself, this feeling is not a sign to stop. It's a sign that I'm expanding. Once you understand that discomfort is progress, not a warning, you break the pattern. Part 5, developing an inner voice that supports you. Your inner voice is the most influential person in your life. It can destroy you, or it can build you. But here's the truth, you can train it. The goal isn't toxic positivity. It's accurate thinking, balanced thinking, empowering thinking. When your mind says, I can't do this, respond, I'm learning. When your mind says, I'm not good enough, respond, I'm improving. When your mind says, what if I fail? Respond, what if I grow? When your mind says, I've never done this before, respond, that's exactly why I should. You're not lying to yourself. You're redirecting yourself. You're taking a driver's seat. Part 6, daily practices that eliminate self-doubt. Here are simple daily habits that rewire your mind. 1 promise, 1 completion. Make 1 small promise to yourself each day and complete it. Consistency builds identity. 2, 5 minutes of reflection. Ask yourself, what did I do today that moved me forward? Focus on progress, not perfection. 3, interrupt negative self-talk. When a limiting thought appears, say out loud or in your mind, not this time, It trains your brain to break the loop. 4, track micro wins. Write down one win a day. Your brain needs evidence. 5, celebrate effort, not outcome. Rewarding effort makes you more resilient. Resilience eliminates doubt. 6, choose environments that build you. Your surroundings shape your possibilities. Choose people who reinforce growth, not fear. Closer, the turning point. Self-doubt is not a life sentence. It's a pattern, and every pattern can be broken. You are not behind. You are not late. You are not incapable. You are simply stepping into a version of yourself that you've never met before. And that's supposed to feel uncomfortable. But discomfort is not your enemy. It is the signal that greatness is waking up inside you. You don't destroy self-doubt in a day. You destroy it one decision at a time. A decision to show up, a decision to try again, a decision to believe differently, a decision to rewrite your identity, a decision to stop settling, a decision to step into your potential. Your greatness is not in the future. It's not somewhere far away. It's here, right now, and the choices you make today. This is your turning point. This is the moment you stop sabotaging yourself. This is the moment you rise. Before you move on with your day, I want you to carry one truth with you. You are far more powerful than the limitations you've been believing. Your doubts are loud, but they are not facts. Your fears are strong, but they are not your identity. And your past may have shaped you, but it does not have the authority to decide who you become. Today, you didn't just listen to another motivational message. You made a decision to stop shrinking, a decision to stop running, a decision to stop sabotaging your own potential, a decision to finally step into the greatness that has always been waiting inside you. You owe it to your future self to continue this journey. You owe it to your purpose to protect this new mindset. And you owe it to your greatness to rise every single day you get the chance, because this is not the end. This is the beginning, a new chapter, a new identity, a new power rising within you. And I want you to remember this. Your life changes the moment you decide you are worthy of the life you dream of. That's the decision you made today. And it's a decision that will echo into the rest of your life. So take a deep breath, stand tall, and step forward with confidence. This is your time. This is your moment. This is your rise. If this message spoke to you deeply, if it woke something up in you, if it reminded you of who you truly are, make sure you hit that subscribe button, like this video to push the message to more people. Drop a comment telling me what part hit you the most. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss the next episode. Stay tuned, even more powerful, life-changing content is coming. You're not just watching these videos, you're growing with them, and I'm honored to be on this journey with you. See you in the next one. Keep going, keep rising, and never forget, your greatness is waiting.